I'm going to go over why this spinning top, why this high wave candle did not call a bottom, whereas this high wave candle did. We're going to look at oscillators later, combining Western technicals with candles. What we're focusing on in this portion is just candles. But we want the odds in our favor. How do we do that? By adding Western technicals. I tell people candlesticks are a tool, they're not a system. And by adding them, merging them to Western technicals, we're going to dramatically increase the probability of the candles working out. Okay, the next topic we're going to be looking at is, and a lot of this stuff is not in my books, including this one, or my Nissens trading principles, or the candlestick screener we'll be looking at later, is not really a candlestick pattern, but we're going to be using the candles to see how the market reacts as compared to how we think it should react. So let me go through this. A picture's worth 1,000 words, so don't worry about the understanding what the text is. When you see it, it'll be a lot easier. A bearish checkmate. That's when we have a series of white candles, because that shows us the bulls are in control. We have a series of white candles followed by black or small real bodies near the same resistance area. And what it's actually showing us is that the bulls can't maintain control of the market. The rally is being checkmated. The bullish checkmate is the opposite. Black real body and then no follow-through to the downside. So let's look. Case in point. Long black real body, bears are happy. Little smiley face. Okay. Now, with that long black real body, what would we expect to happen? The market to continue weaker, right? Strong bearish momentum. I know if I was bearish, I would be, especially with those two prior black candles. But look what happened in the next session. No follow through. The bears are getting a little unhappy here. No big deal. Okay. Next session, bears are in control. It's still holding support, but it's a new low close for the move. Bears are getting a little bit more optimistic. What happened in the next session? No follow-through. And don't worry about if there's any candlestick signals or not here. That's not important. What the aspect of this that I want to focus on is that the candles are showing us that the bears are in control. There's no follow-through to the downside. The bears are in control. There's no follow-through to the downside. And if this happens 2, 3, 4 times, the bears are going to throw their hands up in frustration and say, OK, I'm getting out here. So this would be a bullish checkmate. Okay? So essentially, the definition is, again, long black real bodies or black real bodies, and then next session. And this doesn't matter what this is. It could be a doji, just something to show us that the bulls have lost control of the market. If it happens one time, it's no big deal. But 2, 3, 4 times, certainly something to take notice of. The same thing on the upside. If we have a long white candle, we would think, the way I like to conceptualize it is like a long white candle is like a broad jump. You're taking a running jump and you're jumping off. You'd think you're going to continue going higher. And the next session, if there's no follow-through, no big deal. But then if you have another white candle right at the resistance area, the bulls are getting a little bit more optimistic again, no follow-through. I wouldn't use that to short, but I would scale back on long positions, just like I would scale back here on short positions. Same thing here. I'll show you. Another weak market, no follow-through to the downside. Okay. And by the way, this is that slide shown just extended back. This is that the checkmate area that I showed you in the prior slide, the bullish checkmate. And you can see the same thing happened again. This is a daily chart. You can see the same thing happened again a month or so later. The bears are happy, and a little smiley face there on the black candle. No follow-through. Some of you may recognize this as a bullish engulfing pattern, but that's not important. Same thing, another black candle and no follow-through. So for whatever reason, the bears just can't hold control of the market as the market gets down to those levels. Oh, that red semicircle, and I alluded to it before, is when a white candle wraps around a black candle. This is called a bullish engulfing pattern.